Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tanealia and this is Beauty, and I am so excited about today's video. In today's video we're going to be doing first impressions and a look using the new Wilderness palette from Beauty Bay. I saw this on Trend Mood and oh my god, I started getting heart palpitations. It is absolutely stunning. I love all the beautiful vivid colors in here, these greens, these blues. You have some pops of yellow in here. All of these shimmers swatched so beautifully. They're shiny, they're metallic. This one right here, I think it's this one, has, actually no, it's not that one, it's this one, has a little bit of like gold flecks mixed in with the red. This is going to be a beautiful shade during the holidays. I mean, absolutely gorgeous during Christmas. This palette was one of the few that I saw that really just excited me and inspired me, kind of sparked my creativity and made me want to actually, use and try to see what kind of looks I can come up with. I'm sure you guys have noticed that this summer has not been the most exciting for new releases and new makeup launches. I have seen very few makeup launches that have come out over the past, in spring too, spring and summer, that have just really excited me. But this palette was gorgeous. This is also my first time using a Beauty Bay formula. I have never used it before, so looking forward to giving this a try. I also decided to go ahead and grab one of their highlighters and 2 shades of their blushes. I was very curious about the formula, so I just went ahead and grabbed a few more things to try out. I also grabbed this Pride themed brush set. The packaging on this is just freaking cute. Came in this little pouch right here. There's a full set of brushes in here. There's face brushes, eye brushes. You can see there's like different colors on the handles. I'm just like dropping everything. Oh, please. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 brushes. So these are the ones that I'm going to be trying today, along with the eyeshadow palette and the face products. So this is what the brushes look like out of their packaging. I love the tapered brush here, and I really like the shapes of these eye brushes. I think I'm going to be able to do some pretty good things with them. The only thing I'm not really seeing in here is a highlighter brush. I mean, I guess I could use this one, but this is kind of big. I may have to grab a highlighter brush out of my existing brush collection, but everything else I should be able to do with this set. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is throw on blush and highlight. Like I said, I grabbed 2 shades of blush. This first one is called Coral, which greatly matches this shade perfectly because the shade is a burnt orangey coral shade. Go ahead and swatch this real quick. It's a really beautiful shade. This next one is called Cosmo. This one is kind of a fuchsia purple pink. This one reminds me a lot of that one from Wayne Goss, the Vivid Azalea. I thought that was so pretty. It is a little bit powdery. Major pigment going with that one. Oh yeah, that shade is super pigmented. I have a feeling if I put this one on my face, I'm gonna have to go really light-handed, or it's gonna get out of hand real quick. The highlighter is called Beam. This one looked like it was a lighter gold shade. I don't know if you can even see that very well. It's got these really pretty little flecks in there. I'm gonna give this one a swatch too. This feels very glittery. Like it doesn't feel very creamy or smooth at all. I have a feeling this one might be pretty glittery on the face. I just have a feeling it may not be one of my favorite formulas, but that is what it looks like. Yeah, this one is looking pretty glittery. You guys know how I feel about a glittery highlighter. You know what? I think I'm going to actually wait till after I do my eye look, since I'm not quite sure which direction I'm going in. We'll do the blush and the highlighter afterwards, once I see the actual eye look put together. I'm going to prime my eyelids using my Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. Alright, now to decide where we want to go with this look. There are just so many options and so many ways that we could go with this. I think I'm going to do a mostly green look and then bring in some of these mustardy yellows and then maybe put the red or the blue on the lower lash line, maybe even going in with this brown. I'm going to start with Eucalyptus, which is this green in the middle, and just kind of go from there. I'm going to take this brush right here. There are no actual like brush names or numbers or anything on the actual brushes themselves. I'm just going to take the shadow and just start packing it on right on the outer corner. Wow. Okay, that is looking a lot more like on the darker greenish, kind of almost with a little bit of blue in there. It looks way more camouflagey camel green in the palette, but yeah, that is definitely not what it's looking like on. It's a pretty shade. It's just not what I was expecting. All right, now I'm going to start to lightly blend it into the crease. I'm going to take one of the lighter greens or yellows and just use that to kind of blend out the ends, or the edges rather. The shade is really pretty. It is blending really beautifully. You see that? When I saw this palette on Trend Mood, I was very excited. I've never used a Beauty Bay formula before, but the entire color story, the packaging, everything about it just really, really called to me. I thought that it was an absolutely stunning color story. It was also unique as far as like some of the other color stories and stuff that we've been seeing. Like even the bigger brands just were not launching anything exciting. But this palette was, it spoke to me. I love these beautiful greens, beautiful yellows, the blues, the entire palette. It's just gorgeous. It is absolutely stunning. This is definitely going to be one of my top palettes of 2021 for sure. So far I'm liking the brushes as well. I'm going to go into this fluffier brush and I'm going to take a little bit of one of these yellows here. I'm going to take, well, there's only really one yellow in here. It's called Marigold, this shade right here. I'm going to take that and lightly blend it on the top of the edges just to kind of blend it out. And I'm just going to take it, just blend out the edges towards the brow bone. So far these mattes are blending really, really nicely. I'm not having any trouble yet. That dark blue shade as well as a dark green, they were a little bit patchy when I swatched, but you know, swatches are never indicative of how they're actually going to blend on the eyelid. And so far, these mattes are blending beautifully. It's absolutely gorgeous. I would love to put every single color in this palette on my eyelids right now. All right, I'm going to go into Ivy with this brush right here. It's kind of a pointier, well not pointier, a smaller, more detailed brush. And we're going to deepen the outer corner, and I also want to deepen my crease just a little bit more. The disadvantage to having like smaller eyelids that don't have a big crease is you have to work harder for your crease to be seen. I am so jealous of these girls that have like the really big giant creases, so they don't really have to do much to get their creases to show. Betty Jean Bean, one of the channels I follow, she's like that. Also Jolty from Lipstick Amour, who I absolutely adore. She has big, beautiful eyes, and her crease, oh my gosh, she doesn't have to do anything. She takes her little shimmer, sticks it in the crease, and she doesn't even have to like put a whole lot of work into it. She has gorgeous eyes. When you have smaller eyelids like mine, it just takes a little bit more work. This brush is really nice. I'm liking this. You should hear little voices. I'm having to film. The kids are home today, so they're over in my daughter's room trying to stay quiet, but you might hear little voices, you know, it happens. I'm going to take this flatter brush right here, and I'm going to lay something down on the lash line. I think I just want to take this brown right here and just do that. And then we'll go into our shimmers. So I'm going to take this on the outer part of the eye. Just right in there. Browns and greens just look really, really pretty together. All right, now to go into our shimmers, and I can already tell you I want to go into this shade, which is called Lime. That shade is absolutely stunning. I want that really super bright green. And I'm going to attempt to do this without using a glitter base, glitter adhesive. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's it. I don't mind using a glitter base, glitter adhesive, using my finger. I don't mind any of that, but I love it when a shadow just goes on really soft and shiny with a brush. I love a really beautiful no fuss shadow. That is a stunning shade. That is beautiful. All the shimmers in this palette were just stunning. Every single one of them swatched. I mean, I put them on and it was just like butter. I think I was most excited about the shimmers and the metallics in this palette more so than I was the mattes. Alright, so for inner corner, Bay or Fossil. Both of these are so rich and creamy. I think I'm going to go with Bay. I'm just going to use that to highlight the inner corner, and then I'm going to take a little bit underneath the lower lash line as well. Really brighten up that area. Alright. Eyeshadow is done. I'm going to go off camera, throw on my liner, do my lashes, and then we'll come back and we'll test out the blush and the highlighter. Alright, lashes are done. For liner, I use my dual-ended She Glam liner here. There's an ink liner on one end and then a regular gel liner, which I use to tightline the upper waterline. For my lower waterline, I use this cream gel liner from Colourpop. I think it's called Aglow is what it says. This was from that Lush Life collection. It's a really pretty metallic green. I thought that would be really pretty with this look. Alright, now let's throw on some blush and some highlighter. I think the blush I'm going to use is this one, the Cosmo shade. I'm going to use the fluffy tapered brush here and just ever so lightly blend this onto my cheekbones. We don't want to get out of hand here. So I'm going to tap it. Oh yeah, look at that. You see that? Oh wow. Okay, let me take the other side of this brush and just start buffing it in. It's a beautiful shade, but yeah, whew, you gotta be very, very light-handed with this. I'm having to really work to buff this in. I don't know if it's the brush or if it's the formula. Yeah, this is definitely not blending in the easiest. It's taking a little bit of work. It's a pretty shade though. I really do like that. I forgot to mention my lashes are the 3D Folk Mink lashes in Sadie. These are from AOA Studio. Just a really beautiful, fluffy, bold lash to go with this bold look. I'm going to take my Chic Pro highlighter brush. None of the other brushes in this collection are going to work for highlighter, and we're going to try out Beam. This one I'm not so sure about. Like I said, it was very glittery when I did the swatch, and it's powdery too. I've seen Amanda Makeup Just for Fun. She had tested out the highlighters, and she was talking about how powdery it is, and yes, it is. These are kind of powdery. If you blow on it, you're seeing the glitter everywhere. Alright, let's see how this looks on the skin. I am not a glittery highlighter person. Oh yeah. Can you see that? You can I barely touched it to my face and I'm just getting glitter. I'm going to go back in with the blush brush and just blend it out. It blends out really pretty. I can definitely still see that glittery finish, but blended out, it is a little bit smoother. Go down my nose, Cupid's bow. I had to blow some of the product off the brush so I couldn't have just glitter everywhere. I'm going to line my lips real quick with this Ultra Easy Lip Pencil. This is from Ruby Kisses. I just picked this up from my local beauty supply store. For my lip color, I'm going to use this liquid lipstick from Undereye. This was from the Alva collection. It is called Red Apple. I don't know, I just really wanted a very bold lip to go with this eye look. And I really like the Undereye formula. I think it's really nice. Alright, so let's talk about the products we used today. First of all, these brushes, I really like these. They are super soft. They blended everything in really nicely. The blush and the highlighter were not my favorite formulas. The blush, the shade once blended out is really beautiful, but it did take a lot of work to get there. You guys saw me just really buffing to get it to blend right. I don't know if it's because of the shade itself and how pigmented it is. I'm going to test out this one, and then I'll just kind of let you guys know. Might use this in an upcoming video or in IGTV. This one might blend better than this one since this one is not as pigmented as this one. We'll see. The highlighter most definitely was not my favorite formula. This was very glittery. If you look at it in the pan, it looks like it's going to be really creamy, but when you actually go to touch it and buff it to your face, it's powdery, it's glittery. Some people love a really glittery formula. That is not me. I have never liked, do not like a glittery highlighter. This is probably my least favorite thing that I tried today. Now for the star of the show, the Wilderness palette. You guys, this is a beautiful, stunning, gorgeous palette. The mattes blended beautifully. The shimmers, creamy, buttery, glossy, wet on the eyelids. This entire palette was gorgeous. I was not disappointed by anything in this palette. I absolutely loved it. If you guys are still thinking about it, and I believe it is still available on Beauty Bay, definitely get it. It is absolutely stunning. You will not regret it. This is one of my absolute favorites I have used so far this year, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be in my top 10 palettes of 2021. If you like these types of videos, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help my channel, guys. It helps my videos to get recommended so that, I can continue to grow. If you are not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider subscribing and hit the subscribe button down there. And if you'd like to be notified of any videos that may be coming up in the future, also tap the notification bell and you get notified each and every time. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Be safe, guys. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.